to Lake Nona. How does it feel to be back here playing this week?
Yeah, it's great. I really like this golf course. It's super nice. Obviously, the weather's turned a bit cold. It's actually colder here than it is in the UK at the minute, which is a first.
Yeah. What is it about this course specifically that you enjoy?
I like that the greens are fast. There's quite tight lies all the way around the golf course to chipping on, which is a bit different to what it's been like in the UK. So it's a good kind of warm-up for the season, test your game, and I just like it. It's just got a good vibe to it.
Yeah. How would you assess your game coming into this week?
I wouldn't really know, to be fair, because obviously I've been practicing a lot indoors at home. I went to Dubai for a few days in practice and I played very well out there. So, yeah, it's just like, obviously I want to win this week. It's a great event, but it's good as well for a warm-up, kind of to get you slowly back into the season.
Yeah, and the last one before I open it up, obviously very exciting news with the announcement of the WTGL. Just kind of talk about your excitement to get to play on that stage.
Yeah, it's super cool. I went down there on Monday evening and it was like, I walked in there, I was like, wow, this is pretty unbelievable. It's what we need one of them in the UK actually when it's cold. But I thought it was so impressive, like the way that the green moved around, how the ball reacted on the green when I chipped on it, how it putted, the screen. Honestly, I was so impressed by it. They've done a great job.
Perfect, yeah. We'll go ahead and open it up. Sarah, if you want to start.
Have you given any consideration into what it might be like hitting into one of those big screens and how you might adjust your game?
Well, I've got a swing studio at my house, so I'm kind of used to it. But obviously that one's a lot bigger. I feel like you need to go there in real life to honestly get the full kind of gist of everything there, because it is pretty unbelievable to see in real life. But no, I think it's going to be super fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Obviously, fresh new season. What's your mentality going into 2026?
Not too much different from last year, to be fair. Just go out there, have fun. I know what you got to do to win. Not put too much pressure on myself, and just go out there and enjoy it.
What did you maybe learn from your win at Kroger last year that you'll take and really use to propel you to more wins this season?
I went into that week with an injury, so I didn't have too high expectations. So what I've taken away from it is I sometimes expect too much on myself, as in put too much pressure on myself. And when I'm just kind of not too focused about golf, that's when I actually play my best golf. So I need to get more of that.
I know you took a pretty decent sized break, 5-6 weeks. When you come to this week, does it give you kind of a fresh start mentality?
I try not to have a fresh start mentality because I had such a good season last year. I'm a bit nervous coming into this week because I've only played one lot of 18 holes in the past 6 weeks because of the weather at home and everything. It's been pretty poor. But so I've been practicing loads, working on my swing and everything. But it's just coming into it now. We've played 18 holes and got a scorecard in your hands, so it's good to slowly build up for the season.
Hello.
Hey.
So the weather on Sunday obviously is going to be pretty brutal. When you're back home, what's your threshold for, okay, I think I'll go out and practice in terms of the temperature?
Well, we played it on New Year's Eve. I think it was -6 outside, and it was frosty and it was bouncy, and I went out and played, carried my bag, and it wasn't that cold. I had a couple of layers on my leggings and then trousers over the top and then a couple of layers on. And I'm really not that cold because I'm walking in camera bag. But yesterday morning when I came out here, I was absolutely froze. My feet were frozen. I feel like Florida cold is completely different to England cold. I was absolutely froze yesterday. I went into the locker room and put the hairdryer on myself, and the players was like, "What you doing? You English?" I'm like, honestly, I'm froze. I'm a wussy. I was in Thailand before. It was 35 degrees. So what's that in Celsius? So it's nearly 100 degrees Fahrenheit or whatever it's called. And I was cold that morning, and I wore a rain jacket and rain pants, and everyone was looking at me, what are you doing? But sometimes I must have a poor circulation. I get so cold just randomly. So as long as I keep on moving, I'll be fine. I've got my warm weather gear with me though, so it's good.
What's the coldest tournament you've ever played in?
I remember being pretty cold in Texas one year, back in 2020. But I think this will be pretty cold. Yeah.
Nellie had some comments yesterday about the WTGL and her disappointment that the men and women aren't sharing the stage in the same league. What did you make of those? Do you feel something similar?
About what, sorry?
She was surprised that the men and women aren't going to be in the same league for TGL, that there's two separate leagues, and she thought it was a missed opportunity that you're not together. Just curious for your reaction of that.
I'm just grateful for them giving us the opportunity no matter what, really. Like, it could be something that they build in the future. You never know. But I feel like them giving us the opportunity to go out there on the same stage as the guys, even though it's not at the same time, like, fair play to them. Like, I really respect that and thank you. Like, you never know in a couple of years' time and they could do something like that. It's a bit like having the LPGA Tour and the PGA Tour, and now we have the Grand Thornton when we have a mixed tournament at the end of the year. Like, you never know, that's something that they could probably build on.
Thank you.
I've got one more for you. One of your best mates just and had some really exciting news. What do you make of Georgia's pregnancy, and how excited are you to watch her take on this next chapter in motherhood?
Yeah, it's quite funny. I was with her on Friday. Yeah, I was with her on Friday, and I've got nieces and nephews, and I'm really good with babies. And she's not really been around babies, so she's like, I'm like, Georgia, have you done this? What? Charles, have you got to do this? I'm like, yeah, George, you got to do that. She's like, oh, right, noted. And I get a text of her the other day saying, I've washed the baby's clothes. I'm like, good girl. Like, do you know what I mean? You should, like, just little bits like that. I'm like, oh, just stroke his feet, because I like, babies are like, you know, like stroking their feet and stuff. That's like really good for a baby, because obviously I do it with my nephew apparently, for like to get their feels and touch and everything. And she's like, oh really? Okay. I was like, yeah, do that. Like, just little bits and bobs. Even though I'm not a mum, but I've got a baby nephew. I've got 2 baby nephews. I've got 3 nephews. So I've always been brought up around babies and that. But I'm just going to find it funny if the baby has a punani, because I've had to clear that up before with my nephew, and we had to stretch him upstairs in the bath. So I will be howling watching her do that. It'll be funny.
Charley, you were talking about the cold a few minutes ago. With all the different injuries you dealt with last year, being in the cold weather, does that impact you at all?
Yeah, obviously it does. So I've got to make sure I warm up properly and keep on moving. So I'll probably just be down the side of the fairway shuffling along, like just keeping my body moving out of everyone's eye line. Yeah.
Is there any certain areas you feel it in more than others?
Just my lower right back, my hip as well. But apart from that, I'm pretty good. Like, I don't really get much feel with my ankle, like pain with my ankle and that. But at home, like, I carry the golf bag all the time. So when it's freezing, I feel like carrying the golf bag, you're actually warm because you're always on the go. Well, like now, like I've got Adam carrying the bag, which I'm grateful for because it's massive and it's probably weighing super heavy this week because there'll be so many clothes in it. But yeah, I just make sure I keep moving. If you see me twitching out there, then you know why.
I mean, you grew up playing in cold weather. Do you enjoy it? Some people kind of relish the challenge.
No, I love it. I love it. Like, I'll go out on, I think it was Friday before I met Georgia. Like, I was out in the rain and everything, and I don't know, I just kind of like it. I kind of like the mental toughness of it. I like being outside. I actually just enjoy that. Like, I actually enjoy playing with my friends at home sometimes more than I do on tour, because like, I'm at home, I'm playing with my mates, we're having banter. Sometimes not the best of weather, but it just reminds you of feeling like you as a junior. Do you know what I mean? I like that. I find it so much fun. Thanks.
Specifically, when it comes to the cold, do you wear just what you can swing in, or do you do uniform?
So that's the hard thing. Like, I don't actually like playing with a lot of layers on, but I have to have small layers. So I wear like under like thermal, couple of thermals, got thermal trousers on, and then I'll have a jacket on, and probably a thin layer underneath, and that's about it really. But yesterday I did have 3 pairs of pants on. I bet people were thinking, gosh, she enjoyed Christmas a bit too much. I know, I was just wearing 3 pairs of pants.
Is it a slower pace when it's cold, or is that something you have to...
Well, I hope not, because you want to be moving fast and to keep warm. So hopefully we'll just run around.
Anything else? Yep, go ahead.
Awesome. This course is already hard and challenging. The fact that the weather could play a factor in how it affects the fairways or the greens, just what does that add to this course?
Well, for instance, so when I played it last time, I hit gap wedge into the last hole. Yesterday I hit 4-iron. And it was cold and it was a little bit windy into, but it didn't feel like it was super windy, but it's just because it was so cold. So yeah, it's going to be tricky out there, but I think it's good when it plays tricky. I enjoy playing tougher golf courses. I enjoy the challenge and stuff. I just find it fun. Like, you just put me on the golf course, I'll enjoy it anyway. Always, like, if I hit a bad shot, I'm like, okay, let's get excited for the next shot and prove to myself that I can execute the shot.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you for your time, Charley.
Cheers. Thanks.
You gotta tell me.